What up, Houston? We are live, Bayou City boys. There's a lot brewing in the city. Some good, some bad, some ugly. Of course, we'll start with the team that is probably the hottest right now, the Houston Texans. Of course, the biggest news today: Nico Collins, wide receiver, goes on IR. Hamstring injury. D'Amico talked to the media. He did say hamstrings are tricky, and it's one of those things where we have to keep an eye on. And he's not putting a timetable on if he's coming back after the 4 weeks because they have to monitor it. And he wasn't sure how it was going to be. And then I read a report from Aaron Wilson saying that when they went in to look at his hamstring, they realized it was worse than it appeared to be. So
that just means it's time to unleash the Mitchie.
No, fuck no. It's going to be Xavier Hutchins.
I'm sure. I just wanted to see what Zach was going to say.
That's coach speak for. You know what that is? That's coach talk for saying we shouldn't need him for the next 3 or 4 games because we're not playing anybody tough till Detroit anyway.
So we got Patriots, and I believe it's Jags.
No, Patriots, no. Packers, Colts, then Jets.
Yeah, those, yeah. And so, I mean, Colts just lost their receiver also, so that kind of, and
they already lost their best recover. Here's how it goes, bro. Let me put it to you: is you play the Patriots and you play the fucking Packers, who have elite corners, elite corner, so they're gonna go with Diggs. That's why the fuck you brought Diggs here, right? So you don't have to worry about situations like this. So that just means the rest of the team just has to do their job, and you should be okay. I'm not so much stressing about fucking Nico Collins not being there. Obviously, you want him to be there because he's the most productive receiver we have. I'm more worried about slow it. It's like, can you get a game plan together without him? Because when Collins went out the other day, we looked like dog shit.
Sure.
Yeah.
And they did talk about it. They said that it was one of the things that they struggled a ton when he went out, and they have to figure out pretty much life without Nico for a while. But it's going to be one of those things where it's like you said, they're going to lean on their other receivers. Stefon Diggs slides in. Tank Dell, you got to use him more now. You have Dalton Schultz still. As CJ being the star of your offense, none of those receiver things should matter. If you look at Kansas City and you look at Josh Allen and Buffalo, they're figuring ways to do it with way less weapons.
Yes.
So it's like at the end of the day, figure it the hell out.
Mechie's more than serviceable. Like it's you have people to do the role. Hutchins is a biggest receiver we have, even when Nico's there. I think maybe. So there's your outside X. So you still have people to fill the void. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm the fucking boy genius at football, but my attack would be, you got to play Mixon. You have to fucking play. If you don't play, if I can't bring you back before Nico comes back, I have to consider making a trade for a running back, straight up, because my plan of attack would be run the fucking ball 30 more times.
Yeah. I mean,
none of the other running backs we have you can even trust to give them.
I'm going to be honest with you. If Joe Mixon comes back and he runs the ball 30 times, he's going to phase out Cam Akers, and Dari is going to be your secondary running back because he's so fucking amazing in the pass game. That's just the way I'm going to use my tools, in my opinion, just watching them play.
Yeah, if Cam Akers was going to be any kind of threat running-wise, he would definitely have done it by now with all the chances he's gotten.
There's a strong possibility we might change that tune because I don't disagree with that, but if Mixon comes back and he can't run the ball either, that strong indication is more O-line problems than anything. Yeah. But also, I'm going to run the ball 30 times with Mixon because fucking why not? Yeah. But then, too, you can disguise more shit with Mixon back there because you don't, when it's just Cam, you don't really fear as a defense a pass play, so you know what they're doing. With Mixon, it kind of opens everything else back up. But also, we got CJ Stroud, so he just has to step his game up too.
Yeah, they talked about Dameon Pierce coming back. He should play this week. Carry that with however you want. But Joe Mixon for sure. I mean, the injury, I guess, was worse than it was, but at this point, we talked about it. This was one of the major fears we had when we signed him, that he was going to get injured. Yes, it was a hip injury, the hip grab, and that was supposed to be banned, but it didn't get called. Whatever, it happens in football. But this was the thing we talked about, that injuries, this and that, his history of it, and we're living it. And so thing is, though, every team pretty much has injuries to key players, and they're playing with it, playing through it.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of football. Um, but I think I agree. Like Slowick is definitely probably the biggest magnifying glass right now
Mm-hmm.
of what are you going to do with these weapons that you do have at your disposal still.
Mm-hmm.
Because one of these young receivers, whether it's Michi, whether it's Xavier, whether it's a running back, whether it's, somebody's going to have to catch extra reps and catch the ball from CJ.
There's a strong possibility either one of those other two guys could just go the fuck off. Or it could be Tank. Just think about what happened last year when Noah Brown went off for 2 weeks. Tank got hurt, Noah came in, and then Noah went the fuck off. He had like 170 something yards in a game. So that you could be, and I'm not saying somebody has to do that for 2 games like Noah did, but somebody be useful in each game, because that's pretty. That puts more pressure on those defenses, especially the Patriots, because I don't think their defense is as good as people think.
Yeah. Interesting enough, we should be able.
It would be. I'd feel a lot better too if Titus Howard came back.
Marcus says we're gonna be good though. We got Tank and Diggs and Michi and Hutch, and DP's back.
Straight up, one of those fools, either Tank or Schultz, need to do something.
Oh, for fact. I mean, this is the moment. Yes, Nico comes out hurt. You can say what you wanted about the last game. You weren't prepared for it, so whatever. But offensively, Stefon Diggs is a wide receiver one. Bro, step the hell up.
I don't have any issues with Stefon Diggs at all. Like literally, yeah. Nico Collins has like 200 more yards on the season, but he only got one more catch. So Diggs is doing his job. You know what I mean? Yeah. So what pisses me off is all I could think of is we look like fucking dog shit for like a quarter and a half in the second game. In the second half the other day, and stupid ass Dalton Schultz catches his first ball in like the fourth quarter. We're trying to rush back to the ball, and he want to celebrate. It's like, what's this fucking bullshit? Get your stupid ass back to the line so we can get a playoff, you dumb motherfucker. Ain't got time for you to pretend like you could dance. You know what I'm saying? Be about, yeah, exactly.
5 seconds.
God, Marcus so goes, stupid.
We get Autry back next week, and hopefully Harris in 2 weeks.
I haven't heard that about Harris. I don't. If that's true, I fucking like it.
I haven't heard nothing about Harris, but I think it's one of those, like we always say, secrets on Kirby Street, because they haven't said. I think that since nobody's brought it up, they're not bringing it up.
That's true.
That's the thing. So it's like, oh, we got Nico injuries, we got O-line injuries, we got this, that. Let's not bring it up until we have to bring it up, and we'll just keep it that way.
He could sit out even longer, for all I care, because I don't need you. I need on the team, but I'd rather have you when I play Baltimore.
Yeah.
KC. Them fools. Because it's not like toe-to-toe shit in the bed.
No.
That's true.
And you have high praise and opinion of it.
Yeah, I was going to say toe-to-toe has been doing his job for sure.
He's been doing most of it. Like, he's always where he's supposed to be. He just don't get the shit done when he gets there all the time. He's like a little brother. It's like, man, I'll smack the shit out of you if you have to tell you the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean? It's the same conversation every fucking day.
But I did it. Marcus goes, put Michi at slot and go from there.
Oh, for sure. I'm good with that. That's why I say your ex receivers to replace Nichols gonna be Hutchins. Plus Hutchins can run a jet. They've used him as a gadget. He's a yak dude. He can sink his hips and get separation. Like, we'll be fine. I ain't tripping on that. As long as Slowick don't run bullshit plays.
That's the real one right there.
Yeah.
As far as anything else with the Texans, it's pretty much hush, quiet. Tunsil and them didn't practice. We'll know more by Thursday, Friday's report. Him and Titus Howard, more than likely it's rest. Of course, Kamari Lassiter didn't practice. He is one that he may miss this game due to, I believe it was a hip bruising.
It's because they got so many good receivers over there. We need them.
No, it probably is one of those where it's like, hey, bro, you needed that rest. This is the game. We're going to rest you.
Just our luck, he won't play, and then somebody like Jalen Pope will go the fuck off.
Probably.
God damn it.
Your boy Jimmy Ward didn't practice today.
Oh, I'm heartbroken about it.
So there's that. Yeah, other than that, I mean, there's nothing too major on it. Wait for injury report. Wait to do the video against the New England Patriots. They're starting their rookie against us. And
Yeah.
Time for fucking Daniil Hunter and Will Anderson to eat.
this is the game. Get your.
I ain't gonna lie though, Drake, man, he'll run. He got an arm. He'll throw it. Like, it's one of those things where he might have a little dumb luck, but we should still jump on him. Like, you can't lose this game no matter who's not playing. If CJ's playing, we should still win.
Yeah.
Yeah, most
Mark
likely.
says, I think Mixon come back for the Packers game. That's what I think.
I want him back this week. I just feel like if you're gonna have the ability to beat up on the Patriots like I think we could, get you some live reps now. I'm not saying you have to run the ball 30 times, but like 10 carries might be beneficial to you.
Yeah.
Aside from going to Green Bay and playing that defense, which I don't think Green Bay's defense is fucking good either, but it's better than the Patriots in my opinion.
Yeah. True.
I don't know.
Ain't nothing else on them. They're keeping everything hush mouth quiet. There's no people are saying trade for Devontae Adams and all this stuff.
No.
There's no need to. If you have to go trade for another big time receiver, then what was the point of bringing Stefon Diggs in? Like,
I already gave up a second round pick for that fool. I'm not doing it again.
They were saying trade for Devonta Adams and trade away fucking
Laramie
Tunsil and fucking Damian Pierce.
You can trade Pierce. I don't give a shit about. If you never mention his name to me again, I won't bat an eye. Like, I don't give a fuck. I will if you're in contention and we still can't run the ball and we believe it not to be a blocking problem but a running back problem. I will entertain the idea of trading for a running back in a couple weeks, but not right now. It just pisses me off to think that there's running backs in our division underutilized that would help us so fuck. Could you imagine Travis Etienne in a Texans uniform?
He's actually be used the right way.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but
We would use it the right way.
I don't have to fucking play you anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that we have the shittiest running back in the division.
The thing about it is we actually don't know that either because Mixon looked good against the Colts.
I mean, yeah, for 1 week, and then
We only played 1 week.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know how bad he is or how good he is.
I'll take any of those other running backs over a running back that's been on the bench. Yeah.
That's true. But we'll see.
At this point,
That's
he has
why
as much value as Damian Pierce right now because they're both injured.
I agree with that. Well, that we never questioned Joe Mixon's intelligence.
True. Because when he's good, he's good. Talk to your boy, Kayla. You were high on him. You were like, "This is going to be the best running back we have
All I
in
said was
Texans
he was a
history."
1,000-yard rusher. I didn't say none of that.
You said he's
When was
getting
he a 1,000-yard rusher?
He's done it multiple times.
Damian Pierce?
Oh,
No,
no.
no.
I was talking about Joe Mixon.
Oh, I was about to say.
No, he was talking
Pierce
about-
ever.
No, he was talking about Joe Mixon, not Damian Pierce.
Exactly.
He's saying I said fucking Joe Mixon was a fucking, or saying Joe Mixon was a fucking gonna be the best running back we've ever had. I was like, I never said that. All I said was he was a 1,000-yard rusher.
You were like, he's better than Arian Foster.
I didn't say that.
Nah,
Just think about it. If we would have shut the fuck up, Brees Hall would be a Texan right now.
True, but that we learned from our mistakes of not shutting the hell up during draft time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you don't hear shit. That's why we don't hear shit on Kirby Street ever. And I love it. I get it. Brees Hall's riding away in New York. It's fine. I don't care, but move on. Marcus goes, definitely agree. Laughing out loud. I think DP shows out game. Hopefully, DP was back today at practice, so hopefully he plays Sunday. They did say Dameon Pierce is supposed to play. Let me put it that way. He's supposed to play. So that's where I feel they're gonna rest Joe Mixon one more game and do Pierce and Cam Akers. I don't know how that makes y'all feel because that sounds disgusting, but whatever.
I don't feel anything like after watching Cam play. I don't feel so great. I know he's giving me effort. That's the only thing. And there's just no substance to what he's doing, and then it makes me think: is it the blocking or is it the running back?
Yeah.
Because they're like the one touchdown Cam had the other day. It was the beautiful blocking on that play. Like, it was ran perfectly. Where the fuck is that at? But then also you look at that dumbass fourth down play we ran in the first quarter the other day, and it was like I would have felt way more confident with Dameon Pierce getting that rock than Cam Akers, because that's what Dameon does. He bangs into people and picks up a yard.
Yeah.
Well,
Sad.
guess we find out.
We'll be all right. We still should win no matter what.
Yeah. We'll focus on that game when we get our reports. Well, other news, Houston Astros, they have questions. And
Dubon went to the doctor today.
yeah, he got surgery.
He'll be all right, though.
Yeah. He had a healthy surgery to repair the ulnar collateral ligament in his left thumb.
What the fuck did you call me?
No idea. Yeah. And so he'll be ready for spring training. What's it called? Oh, I forgot. Kiami Fairbairn won AFC Special Teams Player of the Week. Congrats.
Again. Yeah.
Woohoo!
What was I gonna say? The Astros fifth prospect Zach DeZenzo is joining the Puerto Rican Winter League team Senderos de San Juan with Bryce Matthews, and they're going to be playing there with our good friend Jose Abreu. And so he'll be getting some reps in. Of course, people that don't know, Bryce Matthews is our number 3 prospect in our shitty farm system that won the Farm League Championship.
Yeah, the minor league championship.
The minor league championship, but it's all good. So that is also another name Dana said that he'll be looking at to bring up to the main roster.
Here's my thing, bro, is if you're bringing up young guys from the farm system who are making nothing, I don't want to hear no bullshit on why you can't spend money to keep Bregman.
So the thing is, from what I've gathered, and that's why I'm bringing it up, is when there's brought up about the Alex Bregman thing, as we know, after the World Series, you have 5 days to sign him, pretty much, until he becomes a free agent. Others can put in their bids. They will be over the luxury tax from what I saw. Where is it at? So Astros are around $230 million in payroll for 2025, right? So the threshold is 241, so they'll have to go over it, which that ain't our money, so I really don't care. And so Michael Shore put a breakdown of it. Pretty much would be about $25 million to go over for an Alex Bregman $30 million contract. So he was like, you could pretty much make that up in Astro jersey sales.
I remember 2 years ago when we won the World Series, that dumb motherfucker Crane got on the TV and said he made $100 million in merch sales from the World Series. I don't care about spending your money. I value Alex Bregman at $30 million a year. I truly do. You're not going to be able to replace him for what his impact on the team. You just can't do it. There's not another fucking human being to walk on that field with the team we have and do for it what he does as a leader for the Astros. Like, he's part of the culture, even when we don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just have to bring him back. You just have to. You find a way to do it. It would be to your point where you have to re-sign people within 5 days, I've never sweated that because I feel like Alex Bregman, if you take care of him, he'll be loyal to you.
Yeah. Well,
So it's just a matter of spending the money.
and then another thing too, though, is they did when Dana was brought up about it. He was saying we're going to have to get very creative with the payroll. So that what that entitles to me is trades, young people being brought up, and leaning on them with trades and figuring out that buyout deals of course, the arbitration and all that stuff. Because of course, the biggest fat elephant in the room is Lance McCullers.
Mm-hmm.
What do
Well,
we
you're
do with
still
that?
gonna pay. I think you still owe Abreu another year of money.
Yes,
You're gonna
him,
pay Lance.
Rafael Montero's, of course.
Yes, but also you have to charge that to the game, bro. Like I don't want to hear Crane say he don't want to pay because he has to pay those guys when he's having to pay those guys because you listen to the wrong people.
Yeah, because
Like
that
that.
was 100% him.
Yes, you charge that to the game. That just is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
That was 100% his dumb self firing his GM, not wanting to hire a real GM, and he trusted Jeff Bagwell in his ear and said, "You got this, bro. Yeah, I got this," and made three dumb signings. And yeah, luckily one of them ended up retiring, but the other ones, and then the other one is from old regime of Lance, and I mean,
Like it's almost to this point where I've conceded the fact that you're gonna lose Kikuchi just because he pitched so well, somebody's gonna pay him, right? So
yeah,
you essentially gave up prospects for nothing because the dude didn't throw one fucking ball in the playoffs,
yeah.
but he got us there. So I mean, maybe it wasn't. It was worth it. Who knows? Only time will tell. But you can't you can't go and not spend the money. That's how you keep a dynasty alive, bro. Because we're still in contention when we take the field next season. Straight up. And I know there's the narrative that you get players back, like Luis. I think Urquidy's coming back. I don't know if he's still under contract or not.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Christian Javier, you know what I'm saying? Like those are two amazing starters right there. Three possible starters, but still, like you don't know what they're going to be coming back from Tommy John. You really don't.
That's fucking sadly true. Yeah.
It's there's a lot of questions, and I think all eyes are on the Bregman thing, which is it needs to be because that's the main free agent we have to worry about right now. But there's so many more questions once that's done of rotation, of players like your first base, your starting rotation. Like, what are you doing? Who are you trading away? Like, we feel Ryan Presley should be a guy that we definitely trade away.
I was just about to say the first thing I do is I use Ryan Presley to as in a trade, and I get somebody to take one of them bullshit contracts with him, and hopefully you can get a player back to play first base, or somebody that you can take on who has minimal years, and you can trade that contract back off.
Ooh.
So the point is to either get a player in return or a contract that I can trade, which more than likely is going to be a contract that you can trade because we're going to have to get somebody we don't want. But if you can trade that contract, then essentially you're two trades away from freeing up a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
God, I fucking wish we didn't have to pay Lance.
Well, you're doing that for a few years.
I fucking know.
But you could also get that off the books in some
I was
shape.
gonna say there has to be some sort of way where we can agree. They can agree on a buyout, like they do in basketball, where they'll stretch that shit over 10 years, and you know what I mean? Like there has to be at this point he has to know what he's not gonna pitch. Like don't bring God into your bullshit. What's meant for you? If he meant for you to pitch, you'd have been back. You know what I'm saying?
The fact that there's players that got Tommy John after you and are
pitching again,
back,
yeah.
yes, and are coming back already. It's like, bro, at this point, your career's over. Like, you can say what you want about it, but clearly, you're not worried about baseball. Like, and maybe you are in your eyes, but to every fan that is out there, nobody cares about that shit because you look like you're just pocketing money in every shape or form. I don't care about your brewery. I don't care about your freaking alcohol. I don't want to see you on HEB commercials no more. I don't want to even see your face. If it's a highlight of you during the World Series that you got rocked, okay, fine, because I know what happened after that. If it's a highlight from when you were actually really good and you helped us win, cool, you're a part of history. Other than that, I don't want to see you. I don't even want to see you on the street, bro. Like, just go somewhere else.
I remember when fucking Justin Verlander's old ass had Tommy John surgery a few years ago and didn't do all
Then
this.
came back and won a Cy Young or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Came back and fucking didn't do all this shit.
Oh, I'm very aware. I'm very aware. That's why I say you gotta. The thing that excites me the most is because I feel like if I was gonna get something for the Astros, I want a fucking bat. I don't know, it sounds ridiculous, but I want a big fucking bat, and the easiest two places to get it is center field and first base, and that's what we need.
We need to do some changes because our offense was terrible too. Like,
Yes.
disgusting.
I'm just saying, I would throw some prospects and players around and go get me a center fielder. I really would. Or somebody that play left field and then get one of them young boys to play center field.
There are gonna be some people brought up. Maybe your boy Forrest Whitley finally not just kidding.
To do what?
I'm just kidding. It's funny. Nah, that's another player I just want to get off. Just stop hearing about. Just trade him for
I don't think he makes any money, so he's just like I'm telling you, bro, he's a
like
fucking
an extra
mascot.
hot dog machine or something. Like, man,
Bro,
You remember when the 76ers traded Kyle Korver for a printer?
yeah, that
Come on.
Bro, but think about it. Forrest Whitley should have been part of the fucking playoff team.
no.
Mhm.
I remember people writing on that on our shit, and I was like, y'all are dumb because the fact that
They said Forrest Whitley didn't even get the opportunity to show what he could do the right way.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he has. He's
I know
had
that.
fucking years and years and years to show it.
I know that. But these people were dead set that he didn't get his chance to shine yet. So.
They didn't invite me to the slam dunk contest this year. You know why? Because I ain't dunked before. Why the fuck I'm gonna bring you to the playoffs if you ain't ever fucking done it? What the fuck? People are stupid.
Just like us, just like people saying we should go trade for Devonta Adams right now.
If we were playing Madden, yes, I would make that trade. I'll trade in Madden, but not in real life.
I mean, Dana got some work. Espada got some work. Y'all know how I feel about Framber, so like to me, if he went bye, I wouldn't care. But I know for a fact he's gonna be there next year.
Oh, for sure. I just want to keep giving him 1 year deals, like how LeBron does.
I just want to trade him for something.
No, don't say that.
I do. He's not my ace. My ace is the young, hungry bull named Hunter Brown that dominated in the only playoff game we had that looked surprisingly well.
I agree.
I'm so
I don't know if
glad
he's an
that
ace
doing
though.
Him and Spencer will push each other. Imagine a one.
I could tell you with 100% certainty, if we got rid of Fromber and Hunter was our ace, we would still be having the conversation. We need to bring somebody else in.
True, probably.
And if you think about it, bro, when the season starts again, you can watch Fromber games. So
I don't really want to watch him.
yeah, but you're gonna.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just glad Hunter Brown's finally doing good, so y'all stop saying that it was my fault that he wasn't.
It was your fault. It was 100% your fault. Like they had to think so far out of the box to fix him because of your bad juju that's when he got good. When you have to bring in other pitching coaches and your infielders have to come in and tell you like what you're doing wrong, that's so out of the box. They're like, "What the fuck is going on with you?" And he was like, "I don't know, fucking Caleb, man." And
No.
Yeah. Look, you were.
And then once Hunter Brown figured it out, Jake Myers was like, "Hey, what did you do to get that Caleb juju off?"
No.
He's like, "How?"
You were the biggest Forrest Whitley fan, so
No, I fucking was not. Don't you dare put that on me.
I remember vividly you
No, you
saying,
fucking don't.
"Pitch, Forrest, pitch."
No, you fucking don't.
Nah, there was a moment where in the beginning I was like, maybe he could do something, and then I saw him pitch, and I was like, never mind, that's out the window. I don't care if you're healthy, bro. Your pitching was terrible.
Yeah, the good thing is at least you have Hunter Brown for some more years, and he probably only going to get better as he gets bigger and stronger. I ain't tripping on pitching. We just score runs, bro.
True. Ready?
Because they made me look like a dumbass. Because I thought this was a 5-run-a-game team, and it just wasn't. It's kind of ridiculous to me that you got two or three players that are at a 300 batting average or above it, but yet nobody even got close to 100 RBIs.
There's a lot of questions still that I have offensively of Jordan being soft like tissue, not having so many mental errors on the field also between Pena, Altuve, and them. Like there was so many mental errors. And another thing I want to look up is the hitting coach because bro, that offense was atrocious. Like there was
I blame a lot of Pena's. Well, not a lot of it because he has to take responsibility for his own bullshit. But there's a part of me that wants to blame some of Pena's bullshit on Altuve.
Interesting.
Because Altuve, he gets that like nonchalant. Not to say he don't give a fuck, but like he's not giving his best effort. And then Pena start getting all them damn errors. It's like, hold on, bro, this ain't working for me. Because when Pena's locked in, he's an amazing defender.
Yeah. He's like, bro, you can mess up a little bit, bro. They'll still love you.
Yeah.
They love Taqueria Arandas, so they don't mind it. You know what? You know what could help you, Pena, feel better? Less Taqueria Arandas, bro. Like that's probably what can help you, right?
That or get back on the juice, whatever you were doing.
Y'all need better HEB commercials. That's probably what it is. Because those ones were terrible. After seeing the Rockets ones, I'm like, y'all's HEB commercials are a joke. Yeah. I like dad jokes, and y'all's were terrible. The ones with Kyle Tucker in them, that was terrible. Those were bad. And then they just finally heard us and stopped putting the Lance McCullers commercials on. They were like, let's just not put these on because they probably have people over there boycotting them. But do better.
Do better.
Do better. All right. Well,
do better.
It's off season. It's October, and there's no baseball, so this is all we got.
Yeah,
this is all we get. We get to enjoy the off break. I feel like a Rangers fan right now. I feel like a Seattle Mariners fan. I feel like a.
Don't say that.
This is weird. I'm not used to this, but with every storm becomes a new light of sunshine, and there's a lot to look forward to on this Astros team. For the people that are jumping off of the train and saying the dynasty's over.
Yeah, you're a dumbass.
Get off because they won the division. They had so many injuries. Probably the most. I think they had like 10 season-ending injuries. They said, and they still found a way to get to the playoffs, which is crazy when you dissect it. But
what was that movie? Don't Throw Mama from the Train. I'm gonna throw all them bastards from the train. All you fake ass fans.
So there's gonna be some trades. There's gonna be some trades that people are not happy with. We're gonna go down that Joey Loperfido thing again, where people were like, "This is not right. This is the stupidest trade ever." Name I'll throw out Pedro Leon, bro. You can get traded, bro, because I don't like you.
Deuces.
You're. I don't even want to hear about you anymore. But you and Forrest Whitley, I'll pack your bags. I'll go to your place and pack your bags for you.
I stand pat on my statement that I think that Yonder Diaz is equally bad at first as he is at catcher. So just go be bad at first. Go. You have a better chance of getting better there.
That's true.
Because you hit like a first baseman anyway. And then plus it gives Caratini full-time reins on the pitching staff at catcher. You got Salazar to back him up. So you immediately got replacements there. Go to first base. Bring a veteran in to back up Yonder at first base. Then you spend all your assets on third base with Bregman and bringing in a center fielder if you don't like fuckhead 1 and fuckhead 2. And then the focus goes to like, are we willing to let Fromber walk so we can bring back Tucker?
Yes. Trade that.
I'm telling you, Dana Brown, listen, my brother, listen. You can give me a corner in that building somewhere just to chill. and I will go do my thing in the parking lot that I do, and come back, and we can talk about it like all day long. You just pay me $40 an idea, and
Simple.
not to say that I speak on behalf of all Astros fans, but a lot of them will probably agree with what I want.
True. They're gonna be like, trade Fromber. He's the greatest thing we had. No, I'm just kidding. You know, I'll sign the petition right now. It's off season. Sign the petition right now.
I never seen a dude pitch 2 months so phenomenally and still get hated on by a devout Astros fan. Fromber for like 2 months was the best pitcher in the world.
I didn't see it, so it didn't
Fuck that
bother me.
dude.
I didn't see it. Nah, I don't mind Fromber. I don't like from October Fromber. That's what I don't like. And I've seen it 2 years in a row in crucial moments, especially last year. So for me, it's more of a.
You know what it is though? Is Fromber doesn't have the mental capacity to be an ace. Like he doesn't have the set to be like Verlander did, to say, I'm gonna take the mound and I'm gonna win one.
Yes. When Espada was like, he said he wanted the ball and we felt confident, I was like, oh, he's gonna suck. He's gonna suck. Because that fool don't have no pair of anything out there. I saw that last year. I saw that this year in a small sample because we got out quickly. But the Rangers took that boy yard and they were over there. And he's just with his.
But I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. But also, you have to understand from Fromber's aspect how it could be a wee bit uncomfortable knowing that dumbass Yonner's your catcher. Like, Fromber's a special kind of asshole that requires an even special kind of asshole to catch for him, i.e. Maldonado. And I was saying bring a Maldonado back. But there's a level of trust that has to be there that Yonner just didn't give a majority of the pitchers. Straight up. That's what it is.
The fact that they said Alex Bregman had to help in that aspect because he was new, it's kind of a joke. It's like you rushed the process of it. I mean, Dusty had a point. He was like, I don't want to rush it too much. We saw it. We see it as a full sample now. Your catching is terrible, bro. Like, everybody was able to steal bases on you. Like, let's be honest. Like, nobody was scared that you were going to outthrow them. Half of your freaking throws were all way off anyway. I mean, you did this thing where you cocked your whole arm back.
There was games where the other team would be leading off, and I would think to myself, like, that player should go. Like, he's not going to – you could go right now if you want it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is wait for the pitcher to lean towards home and just fucking take off, bro.
Like, if I was a betting man, which I am usually, I would have betted against Yonner to get anybody out. Like,
and I don't mean to shit on Yonner because I don't want to get rid of him. Like, I'm not getting rid of that bat. Like, you do your thing there. But I also got to figure out, like, I can't have two dudes who are a defensive liability in you and Jordan. And I don't think Jordan's a defensive liability in the sense that he can't play defense. I think you're a softy, bro. You know what I got an idea. Jordan stays hurt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hurt on one of them long IR stints, let's run you through a cycle. Like, let's put you on some shit. Nobody's going to know. You're fucking huge. But maybe you'll get better. You know what I'm saying?
He could come this year. He's going to come back this year looking like Pidgeot.
He's going to show up with traps touching his ears and everybody be like, what the fuck happened to you?
As long as his hips are flexible so he can hit, don't care.
I did the Barry Bonds workout.
Motherfucker coming here with a big old water head because he's on fucking everything. But whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. We got some stuff to figure out for sure. Yeah.
Wild.
What about these Rockets, Zach?
I was telling somebody earlier, I said, I'm sure glad that I am not Ime Udoka because I would hate to figure out these fucking lineups.
It feels game 2 preseason. He's changed up the starting lineup again.
Yes.
And it feels like, okay, he's not 100% sure what he's going to do yet. But I do still like the fact that when he doesn't like something he sees, he's like, get the hell in there for him. Like,
I think that the Rockets are the complete opposite of the Texans, and they tell you exactly what they want and how to do it.
Yes.
All he says is do your job the right way, and whoever's doing it that night gets to play. And if you, as a player, don't understand what that means maximum effort, make the right play, don't fuck up, then that's on you if you don't get to play. Yeah. But you understand that with that logic, it's going to be a lot like last year when you're going to see Jalen on the bench in fourth quarters or Sengun in the bench in fourth quarters, and people are like, "Fucking fire Ime Sengun on the bench." It's like there's a reason that he's on the fucking
Yeah.
bench. So I feel bad for Ime in that sense because he's going to get criticism that he doesn't deserve.
And it sucks too because you got a lot of fans that a lot of Houston hasn't watched the Rockets, and a lot of people you talk to Rockets fans are like, "Oh, I haven't watched since James Harden left," and it's like, okay, cool, whatever. Those 2 of those years, I give you credit. It was very hard to watch, and then last year was very fun, but the thing is, like, there's going to be a lot of fans that start to once this team starts rolling and they start getting some wins, they're going to start putting their eyes on it, and that is going to be the thing where they're like, "Aren't these your stars? Why are they on the bench? They should be there doing this." That's not how Ime is. Ime wants whoever the hell is working the hardest that day, whoever got the hot hand, I'm putting you the hell in there.
And I'm gonna tell you how I know that that's 100% true. First off, people, you possibly have two killers on this team, and it ain't Sengun. He could be a killer,
Yeah.
but the other day Jalen Green tried to play within the confines of the offense, and it didn't go so well for him. So they sat his dumb ass down. Well, Cam Whitmore came in there and was like, "I only know how to do one thing, and it's shoot this bitch." Right? Like, I'm a ball hog, and I'm good at it. And Cam went off. Right?
Yeah.
Jalen sat there and watched it. So when he got back in the game, he was like, "Well, watch this shit," and he did it even better. So it likens it to like Hunter Brown and Eric Getty. Like, who's gonna be better? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna fuck that guy. I'm competing with my own teammate, kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Buckets. Come
And
on.
they were throwing alleys to each other. They were like, "No, that's my shot. That's my shot," and they were having fun with it. I mean, it's interesting. I read something today. Brad on Twitter wrote. He goes, "Jalen Green's regime after he noticed his regiment after he noticed his early season struggles. So now he studies at 8 in the morning with the Rockets coaches to see what he could do differently. Works the Rockets believe made his March run possible and everything. So he started doing that. This was to bring a lasting change. Ime Udoka said that he was grinding. Coach Moser said people don't see his work ethic. They don't see how determined he is. How he is really tries to think and play this game. Like,
I'm
I
going to
think-
give you a one thing that's indicative of that being true. Is you see a lot of players start a basketball season and they show up with size. Like, they'll come back muscular, right? And
Yeah.
they'll play the season and they lose it. But it's just so much running. He ain't got smaller, which means that he's steady on the weight. He's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing what he has to make his body work for him because he's just a fucking freak athlete. So that to me tells that he's putting in work somewhere.
Yeah. And it's year 4 for him. The magnifying's on him and Shingun. We know this already. Year 4 for both of them, contract years pretty much from the rookie deals. What's going to happen with them? That's going to be what's talked about the whole season until it gets signed. But this is the season.
I'll tell you how I would do it, bro. I'll tell you exactly how this would play out if I was in charge. If we don't make the play-in tournament at the very least, one of you motherfuckers got to go straight up. It's a soft reset on a rebuild because y'all both had trade value. If we make it, I'll resign both of you and still might trade one of you. But if we don't make it, there's no way I could keep both of you because you have to go back to old school basketball logic and commit to building around something.
Yeah. Like, every team. OKC, that, yes, they have shit. But that's SG.
Shea's team. Yeah, that's Shea's team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We know, when you go to Lakers, LeBron. When you go to Minnesota, Anthony Edwards. When you go to Golden State, Steph Curry. It's like, you have guys, but
I don't want to be in the same position that Boston was in with the Jaylen Brown Tatum shit forever. Because nobody knew what was going on over there, and it really took somebody like Drew Holiday to show up and be like, okay, y'all can decide whose team it is, but y'all still going to do what I tell you.
Yeah.
Because what's the likelihood you find a Drew Holiday?
Very rare in this league. I mean, for that guy to make the U.S. Olympic team on his mindset and defense, that's very highly unlikely. I mean, this is a good team. Any fans that are out there for Rockets and you want to watch games, this is going to be a fun team to watch. They're going to be competitive as shit.
I'm going to tell you what I like the most, and I don't know if you've noticed it, but like the Houston Rockets are murdering the mid-range. Like this is like I was like, hold on, like y'all are passing up on open or threes, one dribble into the mid and shooting that hole. I was like, man, that's efficiency. Like Reed Shepard just did it.
Yeah.
Come
And
off of
Reed,
a high screen, one dribble into the fucking mid range, and he shot it, bitch. It's like, bitch, you were wide open. Fuck it, just do it.
and that's the thing. Reed Shepard's been getting praise all over where people were saying that, if he hits his ceiling, he could be a top 10, 15 player in this league from just his shooting abilities alone.
I
Now,
don't know that
I'm
that's
pumping the
true.
brakes on that 100% because I don't think he's going to get as much playing time as people think he is if all things go well. But I think he will play a crucial part on this team off that bench.
I'm gonna tell you who I got my eye on is Amen Thompson. Because if Amen Thompson does Amen Thompson shit, he's so hard to match up with. He
Yeah.
can guard 1 through 4. He rebounds. He can stand in the dunker's box on offense. Like he literally can do everything extremely well except shoot the three.
Yeah. Well, I mean, luckily it's preseason. We won't see this full Ime Udoka lineup. It's going to be interesting of who he starts until first game of the season, a few weeks. But
Actually, it's only like 12 days.
I know. But if I say a few weeks, it gives me some mindset that I have some time until I got to
I got
lock
you,
in.
dog. I got you, dog. I'll keep up with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to watch as many games as I can. I think I missed like 2 last year because of work, but this time I got a different job. I can do what I want to watch these games. All right. Still no word on Houston hockey team, but whatever. We'll still be waiting as hockey season rolls around.
Sabercats, I don't know nothing about them still.
Yeah, I think the Dynamo are in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. So if they are, I'll keep up to that on our Facebook. But other than that, I mean, you got Rockets and Texans. I mean, you can't ask for much. One on one side of the city, one on the other side of the city. You're good. You got one every other day almost, and then you have one on Sundays. We're about to have holiday games. Like, can't
This
ask.
excites me because I'm in the least, how can I put this, insensitive way. Those two demographics of those fan bases kind of set in more with us than the Astros ones. So, yeah, I like
Yay!
it.
All right, Houston. You got any comments, questions? Drop them all down. Be on the lookout for other videos coming up. Much love. Follow us on all social medias. Stay safe. Enjoy this cold weather in the morning, hot weather in the evening. It's that time of the year again. But we are out of here.